Well, Tom, thank you, and I appreciate your joining us for Mind Your Own Business today. Um, we are here to explore the world of EOS, and your company Traction Squared is one of the leaders in the country, and so my listeners are really going to be hanging on your every word.
Well, thanks, Steve. It's great to be here. It's great to participate in this and share the information that I've got.
So let's dive right in. I'm hearing from a lot of business owners. I had a lunch yesterday that the semi-predictable economy under COVID has become unbelievably erratic when you add in things like inflation at the current rate, nuclear war, all these sort of small new events that, it's almost like thriving on chaos. And many of my conversations are with CEOs that I would call visionaries who are interested in leading their companies, but they are finding that they have to get in the weeds and they just aren't getting the results. They're just not happy. Do you see that happening out there in your world?
Yeah, I'd say, Steve, from my perspective, most of my prospects and clients are dealing with a lot of uncertainty, and there is a lot of opportunity, they know, because there's opportunity if you're a fast change agent to pivot and take advantage of the opportunities. Seems like in common, though, they have this frustration with people right now. It's attracting talent, engaging talent, getting the most out of talent, retaining talent seems to be a really common thread. And that's all around. A lot of people right now are looking for purpose, certainty, and a lot of visionary leaders are struggling to provide that vision and certainty in this, like, as you said, world of chaos right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that I certainly hear the same thing. Given what you do, you bring some order to chaos. You can't completely block it out, but can you tell me a little bit if I felt the way we just talked about as a business owner, and I were to call you and I'd say, how can you help me with this? What would your answer be?
Well, Steve, great question. A lot of the people that come to me are business owners, leaders, founders, either or on leadership teams. And oftentimes, because of all this uncertainty, they're dealing with 5 common frustrations. They're working really hard, but it just doesn't feel like they've got the control of their business that they would love to have. They're working really hard and they're just not generating the profit that they know is possible. It's just beyond their grasp, and always people issues. And what ends up happening is, because of all this uncertainty, people issues, lack of alignment of human energy, they feel like they're stuck. They're hitting a ceiling, and just nothing's working. Frustrated. And it might not be frustrated that they're just not eking out improvement. It might be frustrated they're not accelerating the growth that they would really love to see, or maximizing the value of their business. So when they come to me, they're often looking for open-minded, looking for solutions, realizing that the status quo is insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And so they're looking for opportunities. And what I would say EOS really offers people is just a really easy way to get more of what they want out of their business. And it's through 3 simple principles, by implementing a proven business system with tools and disciplines to help them achieve 3 things called vision, traction, healthy. Vision in brief, from the standpoint of getting everyone in an organization 100% on the same page, where they're going, how they're going to get there. Traction from the standpoint of helping everyone work with focus, discipline, and accountability as they work towards achieving that vision every day. And the last one is healthy, working as a healthy, cohesive, functional team that just loves working together. And this business system, tools, and disciplines really, in a short period of time, help organizations put these things in place.
One of the things that I hear is fear and trepidation, yet at the same time, probably unfounded optimism. And so I really don't want to ask for help, right? I know I need to, but I don't want to make this phone call because somehow it's admitting defeat. How do you help me get over myself, which is really what it is, right?
Well, first of all, Steve, I'd say, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. So a founder or owner of a company have the right mindset of being open and looking for opportunities and listening and seeking advice. This is why Vistage peer groups are so valuable, is because that's the type of mindset of a CEO that's in a Vistage like group, open-minded, seeking alternative solutions. And so the other thing that I would say is there are 100,000 businesses right now internationally running on EOS. And I would say in general, they're looking for 40% growth, 40% growth year over year. And they're finding it through implementing a business system, tools and disciplines that drive vision, traction, and health. So if you're open-minded, you're seeking solutions, EOS is just really one to consider that could really help a CEO or the owner of the business or the leadership team get more what they want.
And I'm guessing that making that phone call doesn't obligate me to do the whole thing, sort of. So if I make the phone call, okay, I summon the courage, I get over myself, maybe fear's driving me, but I can say, okay, I've got to find something, because there's a lot of that out there right now. What happens?
Well, first, there are a bunch of resources on EOS. EOS Worldwide is a franchise. There are books, there's material. You can go to the books and material. Traction is basically the fundamental book that describes EOS, the business system, tools, and disciplines. There's another really great book for visionaries. It's called Rocket Fuel. Visionaries, that love change and they still want the operational grounding. Rocket Fuel is a great book for that. But if they reach out and talk to me, one, it's just a casual conversation about what's going on in their business. Where have they been? Where are they? Where do they want to go? What challenges are they seeing? And then that helps me relate how EOS, the business system, tools and disciplines applied in the context of their situation could really help them overcome some of the challenges, barriers, or hurdles that they see that they're facing. From there, if they're interested in going further, it's just a generally planning 90-minute overview of what EOS business system tools and disciplines are. Like to include their leadership team to help them get informed and make a decision about whether EOS self-implementation, EOS with a coach like myself would be valuable to help them move forward.
So let's fast forward to I've worked with you. We are up and running for 6 months to a year. What's different?
Well, I think immediately out of even the first session, so it's roughly 5 full day sessions per year for, let's say, the course of about 2 years. But generally after about the second session, they have an operational forum in place and they're really feeling like they're beginning to get their leadership team working together, rowing in the same direction, really focused on issues, solving issues with to-dos, owners, outlooks for completion. And within short order, they're beginning to feel like people are starting to come together, row in the same direction. And that's how we start. We start with focusing on execution and getting them really oriented around execution and what that looks like, feels like, and how to operate that. So within a couple months, they're feeling fairly good about their execution. And then we step into the next step, which is building the vision. And we start with execution first, because we don't want an aspirational vision developed that's not achievable. We want people to go into building the vision together as a team, knowing that they're going to be grounded in accountability and execution. That way they build really a better, more sound vision that's really, let's say, more possible, achievable.
Yeah. So given the world is uncertain, unpredictable, now, and it's likely to grow more so. The time is now for a lot of us. If I want to reach you, what's the easiest way? And I'll drop your link in this video so that folks can click on it. But how do I reach you? What's the best way to reach out?
I'd say one by phone, 503-939-3884. 503-939-3884, or via email would be tom.wesner, tom.wesner at eosworldwide.com. That's at eosworldwide, all one word, .com.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us today. I know this is something that there appears to be a need for. I mean, and a lot of us are looking for a better way. So thanks for your time.
Absolutely, Steve. Thanks for the chance to talk with you and your audience. Appreciate it.
Well, take care and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right. Bye-bye.